The way some women are disrespecting and talking down on their man while he is standing right next to her is leaving me speechless. I mean, speechless, and that does not happen a lot of times. I mean, could you imagine what would happen if a man would stand right next to his girl and admit publicly that she's too skinny, too dumb, that her boobs are too small, her booty is too flat, or that she might be too fat? All hell would break loose all over the internet. I mean, these women would literally start campaigns and new movements. I found this couple on the internet. These two have been together for about a year, and it's very, very obvious who is running this relationship. I mean, not only does she allow him to speak, and he's supposed to speak when she tells him to, she even tells him what to say. These two display a perfect example of a true simp, somebody who can't really speak his mind because she won't allow him to, and a woman who is completely comfortable and okay with disrespecting her man. Let's roll the clip because we have something to talk about.
Why is dating so hard?
Men suck. Men are dumb.
Why do you feel that way?
Would you like to explain why you're dumb?
I'm pretty dumb. I say what I think, and
Does that make you dumb because you express yourself?
I think I express myself sometimes, and it's a problem. I show my emotions.
Why do you feel that way though? Because you're the one that said it.
He does not speak his emotions. He does not speak much at all, and I like to talk.
Okay.
Try asking a man how his day was when he came home from work.
How long have y'all been together?
1 year.
How'd you meet?
In a bar.
When I'm silent, that doesn't mean something's wrong. It just means I'm silent. I'm just chilling.
I don't even know why this man is tolerating this type of behavior. Now, you may be like, okay, they both seem to be a little drunk. Maybe that's why he was, going along with what she was saying. No, you could clearly feel the energy coming through the video because she is controlling his mindset. She is controlling what he's supposed to say, how he's supposed to think. And I feel as though that a lot of men feel like this. Like a lot of men cannot speak about the things that they really want to say to their partner because they know it's going to cause some problems. Now, why do you think that is? I believe that feminism is to blame for creating a social construct where men are supposed to do everything according to the woman. Their queen cannot be disturbed. Their princess has to have the princess treatment at all times. And I'm thinking to myself, how can this be fair? How is the woman supposed to get everything out of the relationship and the man can't even sit there and speak his mind without being afraid? I mean, this poor guy was really trying to explain himself as a man to another man. He was like, look, when I'm just sitting there calm and collective, I just be chilling. Me being quiet has nothing to do with me being in a bad mood. I really can't speak about my emotions because I know she's going to get mad. And then here she comes talking about, oh, he's just so quiet. When he comes home from work and I'm asking him how his day was, he doesn't really speak much, but I like to talk a lot. Well, honey, that is because men and women are not the same. While you may just sit there and want to talk about the whole morning, afternoon, and right before you have gotten off of work, all the gossip that you are bringing home from work, the man just maybe wants to sit there and just play Call of Duty. Watch television. Men and women are different. That doesn't mean that he doesn't like you. That doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. And trust me when I tell you that this type of imbalance is one of the main reasons why couples are unhappy. I mean, let's just take these two as an example. She's probably unhappy because he doesn't speak enough. He's probably unhappy because he can be himself around the woman he's supposed to be the most comfortable to be around. Now, I don't know if that was English, but I know you know what I meant to say. Both men and women really need to be a little bit more understanding and considerate. What I like doesn't mean is what my husband likes. Sometimes I even ask my husband, I'm like, why and how can we manage to stay together for this long? Everything that I don't like, you like, and everything you like, I don't like. How does that work? But somehow we are making it work. And let me tell you, if my husband wants to come home from work and sit in his gaming room until it's bedtime, if he wants to be doing that to be comfortable, I will let him do that. Now, there were literally days where I would knock on the door of his gaming room, make sure that he's breathing, make sure that the walls are not knocked down because sometimes him playing God of War or Call of Duty or Black Ops and all of these games will just have a grown-ass man go bananas. But long story short, if my man wants to chill, he's going to chill. But do you know what the real problem is with a lot of people nowadays? Men and women, but most likely with women. They don't know what to do when they are alone. They think being alone is something bad. You know, being home alone after work, there is so much to do. You can reflect on your day. You can cook a meal for your man. You can do something in the household. You can do laundry. You can go food shopping. You don't have to wait for your man to come home and talk his head off. I mean, to be honest with you, even I do that sometimes. And then I realize I'm talking too much and I'm like, oh, sweetheart, I am so sorry. I know I'm talking your head off. And you know what he says? He said, it's okay. I'm here to listen, which lets me know, girl, you are really talking this man's head off and you don't even realize the amount of patience that he's just bringing to the table. So thank you so much for that, sweetheart. But what I'm trying to make women understand is what we enjoy doesn't mean that the man enjoys. Who remembers when this movie Barbie came out? I mean, the internet was flooded with little videos of men standing in line looking depressed as hell just because their girlfriend, their wife, whatever, wanted to go see the movie. And I'm just thinking to myself, what a curse for men. I would never ever expect my man to do something like that. And there were plenty of situations where I asked my husband to do something that I only was interested in, and you know what, a lot of times he came along, but it had gotten to a point where we actually had to sit down and he talked to me about it. He told me things like, you know what, I know I'm doing these things with you, I know you are expecting this out of me, but I don't feel good doing it. And I was just sitting there like, wow, I didn't like it, I'm going to be honest with you, but I was happy that he was opening up to me because of these things. And he told me that he didn't like certain things. And what did we do? We discussed it and then we stopped doing it, which is absolutely fine, because at the end of the day, what's important is not what I want to do and what I enjoy, is his comfort. And if he has to do something that he doesn't feel comfortable with, then that's going to make me feel bad. You know, that's why I'm saying it's important for both parties to be more considerate and be honest, and for women to be able to deal with the truth when our man is talking to us, bringing some truth. But back to the couple that we started off talking about. In my humble opinion, I feel as though that this type of behavior can be considered emotional abuse. I mean, gaslighting somebody for them to believe that they are something that the abuser is telling them to be is emotional abuse, in my opinion. I mean, he's sitting there, he's not saying, what do you mean men are dumb? I'm not dumb. We're going to have to chit chat about this when we are getting home. No. Instead of that, he's saying, I mean, I am dumb because of such and such. And she's just sitting there, just smiling, just giggling, just loving her power. If you're out there and you're experiencing this type of behavior, gentlemen and ladies, no, it's not cool. And you mean to tell me they're only together for 1 year and she's already comfortable enough to do this? Girlfriend, you should be busy trying to impress that man. You should be busy trying to show that man that you are girlfriend, fiance, wifey material, the type of person that this man can have children with. Instead of that, you're in front of the camera talking about men are dumb. Why are you even having an opinion about dating? You're in a relationship for a year now. You don't have no right to be talking about dating. But that's just me, because I'm old-fashioned, I guess. I don't know what it is. But to be honest with you, I give this man 3 to 4 more years. If he stays together with this person, he's going to be completely depressed, exhausted, and tired of the bullshit. Do you think that she respects him? Do you believe that she values him? I believe not. And why do you think that a person in a relationship like this is going to end up feeling overlooked, not being appreciated, not being acknowledged, noticed? Because that person cannot be himself or herself. This person cannot talk about what he feels, what he thinks, what he's probably interested in. And eventually you're going to feel like, okay, I don't mean anything in this person's life. And I believe that is a huge factor why men are so lost in relationships sometimes. Men are not perfect, women aren't perfect, but let's just all be honest here now. Women have a bigger problem with dealing with the truth. I mean, this is something that Kevin Samuels used to stress to us all the time. He told us women, especially women, if you have a high value man, you better sit down and you be ready for these uncomfortable conversations. These uncomfortable conversations, these topics that you don't want to hear anything about, especially when you are dealing with a high value man. If your man is looking good, if he has a good career, or if he's even not that attractive but he has a good career, there are going to be other women who are going to be interested in that man. And if you as a woman don't step up in that man's life, then other women will snatch him away from you. I remember this. And disrespecting your man in public was never not on the menu. So if this is something that you're experiencing, ladies and gentlemen, especially gentlemen, if you have a woman who feels like she's absolutely in control to the point where she controls what you think and especially what you say, you better sit down and you better lay down some rules when it comes to the communication between you two. Because that one moment you have to start changing yourself in order to satisfy someone else, that is the moment to realize that it's time to remove yourself. If the person that you are with is not willing to listen to you, is not willing to self-correct and make the situation better for the both of you, because it's both of you who are in this relationship, then it's time to move on. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My husband and I, we've been married for 15 years, but things are not perfect. We have still things that we need to talk about. I still have to correct a few things about myself. So does he, but it is a working process. But I will tell you one thing though, relationships will last and bonds will be strengthened through conversations that maybe one party doesn't want to have. And if you can't sit there as a full-grown adult and be patient, listen, be considerate, understand where the other person is coming from, then you are not fit to be in a relationship. I'm gonna just leave this video with that statement. And with that being said, dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment, share it with your peoples, and even talk about it with your girlfriend, your fiance, or even your wife if she has the time and the nerve to listen to what I have to say. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much and welcome on board. And also, don't forget, everything that I'm talking about is for educational purposes. I am not here making anyone look bad. If you think that I do, please leave it in the comment section so we can go back and forth and discuss about it. But other than that, stay tuned for more content. Thank you so much.